It's Kayla with the Celebration Company. Happy Friday. Yesterday, we worked on this little piece right here that I picked up at the thrift store. It's just an embossed metal little, I don't know. I never know what to call these things. There needs to be a specific name for something like this, like a wall pocket or something. And we decoupaged it and made it look like this, and it turned out so beautiful. And we're gonna fill it today. So we're gonna put some stuff inside and make it even more adorable, make it worthy of hanging up on the wall. This would be so cute. Something like this, I was thinking about different things that you could use it for. And I think it would be really cute in a bathroom, hanging on a wall with some towels in it, some washcloths, hand towels, things like that. It would be pretty with a couple of different jars sitting in here as well, with like bath salts and Q-tips and cotton balls or stuff like that. Let's see. It would also be pretty sitting near your stove with like pretty bottles of olive oil and different types of oils, things like that. Let's see, what else could we use this for? I just feel like something like this would be great. Mail would be great in here. But we're going to use it for more decorative purposes instead of functional. But it could definitely be used for functional purposes because it's really cute. And so it would just be a fun little place to just put different things inside. But we're going to add some florals and some other stuff in here and make it almost like a door hanger, something along that line, okay? So when you hop on, say hello, let me know you're watching. Happy Friday. Hey, Teresa. Happy Friday. Good to see you. Hi, Pam. Hey, Linda. Hi, Carol. Hey, Patty. Good afternoon. Hi, Lynn. Hey, Danae. Yep, flowers, absolutely. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to put some flowers in it. Wanda's working on a Valentine project. Fun. All right. Y'all tell me what you got going on this weekend. What do you have planned? Guess what? I have nothing. Except for tonight I'm going out with my best friend. I haven't seen her in probably 3 weeks. So I'm going to go out with her and her girls and have some dinner, and that's all I have planned the whole weekend other than church on Sunday. I don't know if it'll last or not. I think we are going to go up to Lexington tomorrow to return Griffin's helmet. He got a football helmet for Christmas, and it didn't fit, and also it came in with scuffs on it, so we returned it and got a new one, supposedly, in a larger size, and it came in this week, and it is also scuffed up, and it's not even the helmet that we ordered, and it's just crazy. And so, and it looks used. It looks like a used helmet, so we got to go deal with that tomorrow. I think that's all we have. So I don't know what we're going to do, but it's nice to not have any plans. It's nice to not have obligations on the occasion. You know what I mean? It's nice to just think I can just do whatever I want. You know? I like that. I like that a lot. Oh no, that's no fun, Lynn. Shelly says it's snowing in Kansas. Oh my goodness, and it's so nice and warm today here. Let me see what the temperature is. 63 here. Feels even warmer than that. Nancy, I got this from the thrift store, and we did all of this technique yesterday, so you have to go back and watch yesterday's live to see how I did it. All right, so let's get into it, okay? So it's ready to go. We just need to fill it up. So that's what we're going to do. I've got some styrofoam here, and I don't have a lot of styrofoam. So I've got this piece, which I can't hardly stand. The feel and the sound of that kind of foam, it just sort of gives me the heebie-jeebies. But I do have this piece, which will fit quite a bit, and it might be enough. But I'm going to cut it down because I think it's too tall. I really don't need it to be that tall. I have got a kitchen knife in here, I think. Possibly. Yes, there it is. I got a serrated kitchen knife. And so I'm going to cut this down the middle. It's like a steak knife. All right, let's see if this will fit in here. And it will. Just like that. Now I'll put some of this over on these edges just so that I've got something in there. Ugh, I don't know why. I just don't like this stuff at all. Just filling in some of these holes with it. Hey, Aletta. Okay. I think that's good enough. I didn't glue any of that in. That way I can take it out later if I want to. Okay. All right, so I've got some florals here. And I just got several different things. And most of these came from the Dollar Tree. Except for, so this was Dollar Tree. Not this year. I'm sure they'll have, I don't know if they've got it out yet, but I'm sure they'll have something like this year. Hi, Mary on YouTube. And then I've got this, which is also from Dollar Tree, this eucalyptus, like, and then I've got these little, what's it called? Baby's Breath is what this is called. If you search for Baby's Breath on Amazon, you'll find flowers like this. You can also get the same style at Hobby Lobby as well, and these are really great. So we're going to use these, and we're going to start with this greenery here, and I'm just going to cut them off because we need smaller stems of it. And I'm probably going to use this entire stem. I'm just going to cut all of these pieces off. And we'll stick these in, just kind of spread them about. You know what? Actually, before I do that, let me put some moss down. Just in case. I'm going to use this. I don't know. This is from Hobby Lobby, it looks like. It's an interesting, different type of moss. Or, yeah, or grass type of a thing. Similar to like a Spanish moss. So we'll just cover that foam. That way we don't have to have as full of a coverage with our flowers. And you could use any kind of moss that you want to. All right, so let's start just pushing these in. Just spreading them out. I'm actually going to be adding a picture in here, I think. So I'm probably going to leave a little bit of a space so that I can get that picture in there. Look how cute that is already with just some florals in there. All right, let's add some of these little pink flowers. They're super duper cute. Sorry, y'all, sometimes that gets out of the screen and I don't realize that it does. Probably should put the picture in first. That probably makes more sense. Isn't the pink baby's breath adorable? This one here is coming off of its stem. So I'm going to add a little bit of hot glue to it. Hopefully help it stay on its stem. So you can see I'm leaving a hole, okay? I'm leaving a little hole there and hoping that is going to be where we're going to put our picture. Some of these are like partial stems, so, you know, it's totally fine though. That would be cute, Dana. Let's see, there's like a stem right there. I'm going to cut that off. Here's another one. Let me cut it off. All right, I'm going to stick this last one right here. It's looking cute. I'm liking it. All right, so let's add some of this little pink baby's breath now. Hi, Judith. We'll put some of that in here, and we're just going to add a little bit more pink. And this project, it could be for Valentine's Day, but it could also be for spring. That's really nice about this project right here is that, hey, Angela, I'm good. It doesn't have to be for Valentine's Day specifically. Those flowers, I just love these little mini flowers. They're some of my favorites. So stinking cute. So there's what it's looking like. Let me turn it this way so I can kind of see what I'm missing. I'm going to add some back here. Let me get a taller bunch to kind of put right here in the middle. And then I think we're going to move on to the sign that we're going to add. And that way we can see if we need to rearrange or add anything else. But this is looking so cute with this combination of flowers in here. it just looks like a little flower box almost. Like it's just been, got some wild flowers almost growing in there. Super cute. All right. So here's what I'm thinking. I have this Dollar Tree frame. I'm thinking of putting it in here, kind of like that. It may be a little too big. We might need to use the 4x6. Let me see. And I've got this image from this month's craft paper designs that we're going to use. Okay, the 4x6 works on this as well. So we'll use it. I'm going to cut this down. So I think the 4x6, yeah, it's going to fit better than the 5x7. And these are just Dollar Tree frames. And we are going to give it a little bit of a makeover. I'll show you what we're going to do here in just a minute. So let's cut this down to 4x6. It's currently a 5x7. So we need to cut actually right at about 4 3/4. So what is that? Oh gosh. That is 6/16. What is that? 3/8. Yeah, 3/8. 3/8 of an inch we need to cut off. So we are going right here. I'm going to cut less than that though. I think I'm going about 1/4. I'm going to make it a little bigger. Let's see. Nope. I'm going to cut off more on this other side so that you can see the You're Mine. Almost. Okay. And then 4x6, I'm going to cut about 1/4 of an inch off of both ends. Almost. I'm going to cut off a little bit more off the top. We're getting there. Okay. Oh my gosh, y'all. I'm doing a horrible job at estimating how much I'm supposed to cut. Okay, I finally got it. Jeez. Jeez Louise. Okay. So let's take our frame. I removed the glass. We're going to give this a wash, okay, a white wash. And it's going to help it to coordinate with the wall pocket a little bit better. So let me grab some white paint. This one's not open. Here we go. And I'm going to grab some baby wipes. Hey, Dorothy. I don't know if I said hello to you yet or not. And I'll grab my gloves. Okay. Y'all, Monday is our DIY decor box reveal. So make sure that you are around for that. It's Monday at 4 p.m. and we are going to be doing 6 giveaways. The giveaway I'm going to be giving away, I'm going to be posting tomorrow. So make sure you watch for that. All right, so let's take our white paint. We're going to heavily add this, getting into the crevices. It seems like I've done this before with this frame and it hasn't turned out real well. So let's see what happens. All right, and then we're going to take a baby wipe and we're just going to remove the excess. And it's going to accent that beaded trim, just like that. Let me grab some paper towels too, because the paint does not stick to that outside frame, because it's got like a plasticky coating on it. You want to make sure to get all around those beads. Hey Sandy, I'm so sorry you're sick. That's no fun. I hate that for you. There we go. Okay. I'll just remove the excess. All right, and so we just kind of highlighted that beaded trim a little bit. Let me dry this. Patty, I think so. They went down to help my grandparents. My grandparents have a place in Florida, and they go down every year in January and stay for a few months. And so my dad always drives them down because they don't need to be driving themselves anymore. So he drives them down and then helps them get all set up, get everything turned on and all of that. So they were having some issues today with getting things turned on and everything. But yes, I think so. All right, so here's the frame. Okay, I like it. We're gonna put our picture in. And looks like I got a little paint on it. You know, when they get there, there's a lot to do, as y'all can imagine. There's some cleaning to do. You got to get the phone turned on. You got to get the internet turned on. You got to get the satellite hooked up. Just all kinds of things. Okay. Put the picture in. Let's close up the frame. Okay, so that's what it looks like. How cute is that? So then we're just going to put this inside our little wall pocket. That's what I'm going to make it, or what I'm going to call it. And I think what I'm going to do is add a skewer something to the back, or a popsicle stick, something to the back, so I can stick it in. I think I'm going to use this popsicle stick here, and we're just going to glue this right onto the back side of the frame. With a little bit of hot glue. Okay, there we go. All right, so we'll pop this. Yeah, it's not set up yet. Hey, Christine. Thank you, Dorothy. Thank you, Wanda. Thanks, Teresa. Okay, it's just not wanting to stick to the frame itself. That's fine. It's just sticking to the I can't get my words out because I'm concentrating here. It's just sticking to the actual stand. Oh my gosh, why are you being so difficult? Make a hole, make it a little easier. Here we go. Okay, now let's adjust our florals a bit. I think we did a pretty good job with the hole, leaving the hole for it. Isn't that cute? All right, so I did think of one other thing that I thought I might do. I don't know where this came off of. I'm gonna stick it right here. And that is a bow. No, we haven't done bows in a long time, have we? I thought about doing a bow over here, and I got a couple of options. I don't know if any of them will work. So first I've got a white ribbon that has a gold trim on it. Let's just test it out and see what it looks like. Thank you, Denise. Okay, so, and I thought about sort of putting it along the top edge here, like that. What do we think? Yay or nay? That's the white. Or I've got some pink fabric over here that we could just tear a strip. And we could use it. We can do something a little thinner. You like the bow, Betty? So we can just do a fabric bow using a strip of fabric. So then this bow can be kind of like that. I like the pink one a lot better. Question is it needed? So y'all tell me, what do you think? If I'm gonna go with one, it's gonna be the pink. Maybe it should be here in the front instead of there. Should it be in the front? Someone's coming in my back door. Hopefully it's Andrew. Otherwise, I'm about to have a heart attack. Who's here? About to give me a heart attack, this man is. The muscles bringing in paper shred for the DIY decor boxes. All right, which one? Pink bow, darker bow, front. Love the pink, love the pink. I like the bow. Okay, definitely the pink, but should it be in the front or on the corner? That's my struggle. I think I like the front better. Thank you, sweetie. Corner, front. Oh my goodness, we're all over the place. I'm going the front. I'm going the front. All right. Let's trim the tails here. Okay, and I'm just going to glue this right to the front. And then I'm going to fray the ends here that I cut. And I think we're done. Look how precious that is. Is that not so adorable? So using our craft paper, we covered this entire thing and made it just this beautiful design. And then we used also the craft paper for this picture that's in this frame. So the craft paper is what brought this whole thing together. By the way, I am testing a new app. And so to get the link for the craft paper subscription, comment craft paper. And I should send you a message with the link for the craft paper. Hopefully that works. Anyway, so look how cute that is, y'all. Absolutely adorable. And all of those florals worked so perfectly with this. And I'm glad we put the moss down because it's not completely full, but it looks really great as it is. This is such an adorable little piece. I mean, we turned this couple of dollar thrift store find into something really beautiful with a Dollar Tree frame as well. So there you have it. All right, y'all. I hope you have a really amazing weekend. And I will see you guys back here on Monday.